Ow! My head. Where am I? Why is it so dark? I remember. The ship pitched to one side and I hit my head. I must have rolled under my bunk. Something's wrong. We're not moving. It feels like we're docked. I wonder where everyone is. Evelyn! Mr. Berkeley? Maybe they've gone for supplies. But wouldn't they have wondered about where I was? I hope they didn't think I had fallen overboard. This doesn't look like something the storm would have done. This might be useful. What happened to the radio? I'd better check on deck and see what's happened. Where am I? The ship is deserted. How did I get here? It looks as though we've been grounded on the beach. Let's see. Based on the charts and our last location, this has to be a small island. In fact, I don't know of any inhabited islands anywhere near our last location. The storm must have been truly severe. I suppose I should be thankful to be grounded on this island and not at the bottom of the sea. But where are Evelyn and Mr. Berkeley? It's too far to jump to the ground from here. Perfect. I can step off onto this rock and get to the beach. The sand on this beach is really nice. We could have been grounded in a much worse location. If we weren't stuck here, this beach would be a great place to vacation. While we're waiting to be rescued, we should definitely make the most of this beach. They couldn't have gone this way, it's blocked. Well, they're not on the beach, so... Could they have taken this path? No time like the present to find out. I wonder which path they would have taken. Evelyn! Mr. Berkeley! What was that noise? That was definitely from the path to the left. I had better check out the left-hand path and see what that noise was. I suppose they could have gone this way. It's certainly worth investigating. Whoa! Whoa! Well, this is certainly a different way of looking at things. It seems walking in this jungle is a bit more dangerous than I would have guessed. How am I going to get out of this? Oh no! How am I going to get out of this? This is making me feel very uncomfortable. Maybe if I hang here very still, he won't notice me. Okay, that's not going to work. Just what kind of snake is this? Whatever it is, it seems to think I'm tasty. I need to find a way out of this really, really fast. That won't help. That won't work. Perhaps I can throw this rock and scare the snake. That snake doesn't seem to be too concerned about rocks. Of course, my aim isn't too good hanging upside down either. I wish I'd spent more time reading about poisonous snakes found on islands in the Pacific. Now, if I could just reach up and cut that rope. Ugh! Well, I'm glad I won't be his dinner. I think I can be reasonably sure Evelyn did not come this way. I'm heading back now. I've had enough of Mr. Snake. That looks like one of our rain hats. I wonder if they both made it across the bridge before it gave way. I hope neither of them were injured. Well, I don't see anyone down there, so they must have both made it to the other side. I really need to get over there and find out if anyone is hurt. Is there some way I can repair this? This is just what I need. If I put a loop in the end of the rope, perhaps. Got you! Now to tie this off. I should really tie off the hand rope as well, or this bridge won't be sturdy enough to walk across. That should do it. This isn't one of our rain hats, it's just an old one that's been here forever. So what happened to Evelyn and her dad? Evelyn! Mr. Berkeley? What has happened to them? These look like eucalyptus leaves. Evelyn! Mr. Berkeley? They are just not answering. This is a beautiful brook. I suppose they could have gone this way. I'd better hurry so I can find some place to get out of this rain. Whoa, these rocks are a lot more slippery than they look. Whoa! 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 Ugh! Where am I? Well, there's no getting back out the way I came. This must be an underground river because the water is coming in and it's not filling up in here. I suppose the only way out may be to dive in and see how far I can explore before I have to come back to the surface. But before I do that, I think I'll sit down here for a moment and rest. I'm more tired than I realized. This has been a rather stressful day so far. I must have fallen asleep, but I feel completely refreshed now. In fact, I don't know if I've ever felt so good. Well, this is new. I don't remember having a tail. My hair really needs combing after traipsing through the jungle, and this comb is so beautiful. Well, I suppose there's no better time than the present to explore this pool and see if there's a way out. Phew! What a rush! I really thought I was a mermaid there for a second. It seems so real. I wonder, could that really be the path out of here? Well, I'll never know without diving in and finding out. Here goes! I'm all astonishment. That was amazing. I should dream about being a mermaid more often. It's starting to get late, so I should get back to the boat. Evelyn and Mr. Berkeley may already be there wondering what happened to me. Oh, wow! A cave! I'll explore that cave tomorrow. It's too late to do that today. What is that? A lighthouse? That is definitely intriguing. I can hardly wait to check it out. It looks like the best way to get back to the boat from here, but I have to move that rock first. It's blocking my path. What was it Archimedes said? Give me the right lever and fulcrum and I can move the world. This derelict looks like it's been here forever. I hope we're not here so long that the Wanderer starts to look like this. This could work, but I need to find a fulcrum first. This will work perfectly as a fulcrum. I just need to place it next to the large rock blocking the arch. Ugh, this is heavier than it looks. Perfect. This should make a fine lever. Now if I can just push the end of this mast under that large rock and pull down on the other end of the mast, that should roll the big rock blocking this pathway. It's almost black in here. Where is that light switch? That's better. I should make a final search of the boat to see what I can discover about what has happened. I'd better get out of these wet clothes first. Perfect. That's better. Perfect. That's better. That's better. Have taken possession of the Wanderer, and it is as fine a ship as I could have hoped for. This is turning out to be an exciting year. I can hardly wait for the opportunity to take the Wanderer out for a shakedown cruise. Evelyn and Jane are enchanted with the idea of hopping from port to port around New Zealand and experiencing the sand, the surf, and of course, everything the port cities have to offer. My article published in the Journal of Archaeological Science has been very well received. I'm looking forward to returning to the sites next year to finish our excavations. My theory that the Spanish galleon Incepcion went down in 1581 during a battle with Japanese pirates has been proven correct. After finding the Incepcion exactly where my studies predicted, the cargo is still on board with much of the hull intact, making this one of the richest archaeological discoveries of the century. The Incepcion was carrying both a large cache Philippine gold and the famous Star of Samar from the collection of Governor Gonzalo Ronquillo de Peñalosa, which he was sending to King Philip II in Spain. The gold artifacts are rumored to be some of the finest craftsmanship ever to come out of the Philippines. I have received a very disturbing letter this day. The letter demands that I reveal the location of the Incepcion. The sender is anonymous, but it threatens both myself and Evelyn if I do not comply. Both Jane and Evelyn are excited to take the Wanderer out for a cruise, and that could be the perfect solution. It would remove us from any danger from those seeking the Incepcion and also give us an opportunity to check on Ron when we get to Australia. Day 1. Left Pegasus Bay, and we had excellent winds and the ketch sails like a dream. The girls are having a wonderful time, and this is a great experience for both of them. Day 2. Winds continued favorable, and have not had to motor as yet. Day 3. The girls fixed a wonderful dinner last night with the fish we caught in the afternoon. They have a real gift for turning the fare we could bring with us on a cruise into a gourmet delight. Winds continued fair. Day 4. The apple turnovers the girls made were the best ever. I can hardly wait for dinner. We continue to make great time with good winds. Day 5. We have entered a calm and have taken down our sails. This gives us a chance to test out the motor, which so far is working perfectly. We were lucky and avoided striking a partially submerged log, but now it looks like we are heading into a storm. Our next step is to secure everything. We were lucky and avoided striking a partially submerged log, but now it looks like we are heading into a storm. Our next step is to secure everything. The storm has just broken, but now it looks as though we are being pursued by a ship which I suspect is the gang of smugglers who are after the Star of Samar and the Philippine gold. I am determined that they shall not have the location, and it is my hope that we can outrun them. We have not been able to find Jane, and I fear the worst. If we escape the smugglers, we will have to do a thorough search of the ship. I can't understand where she might be. I'm almost certain I never saw her come back up on deck. Now it appears inevitable that the smugglers will overtake us. This is terrible news. Evelyn and Mr. Berkeley must have been captured when the smugglers boarded our ship, and then left the Wanderer to drift at sea. Which means I am alone.